Hey, what's up, Tangerine Virgin Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today on the Opossum One of Ones, the toilet paper art, the masterpieces that are on little miniature plies. Today, we're adding Kabuto to the roster. Kabuto, a little horseshoe crab looking sucker. A lot more difficult to draw than I thought it would be. This is the first attempt. Didn't come out as bad as I thought it would. Of course, with like minimal shading and stuff like that, the whole body of it inside is all black and pitch and dark and stuff like that. And the eyes are just like reds. I don't know. Maybe I should get some different colored Sharpies. That might actually help out some. But Kabuto, there you go. One of my favorite fossil type Pokemons. Today we're going to be diving back into the cesspool that is r/pokeinvesting once again. I know some people like these videos a good little bit. I like doing them too. I just like seeing the ridiculous things people say. And lately, as of now, there's plenty of it, especially with people discovering more Evolving Skies pack and Tyranitar tins and stuff like that. There's just so many of them. It's just literally all that it is. But if you keep going through it, eventually you'll actually find little bits of gold and silver here and there. You'll be able to shift it out and get all the Evolving Skies bullshit out of it. So we're going to go through, we're going to look at some stuff. We're going to see what kind of investment advice we're getting from r/pokey investing now. I mean, it's always a coin flip what we're going to get, but follow along. Hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy Friday. And let's get investing, shall we? Alright, up first, my favorite, the one that you're just going to see constantly. Hold, sell, or trade Giratina V. Just pulled this out of a build and battle box. Really want the Gengar VMAX from Fusion, and was thinking about trading or selling. Just sell it. Just thought, you know what? People just don't really seem to. This pops up all the time. People just don't really know what what answer do you want? There's going to be tons of people that are posting up what they think about it. Sell it, trade it, don't do it, hold it, grade it, do whatever the heck you want, right? And people still ask this stuff constantly about all the cards. So you know what? Sell it. Just get rid of it. Fucking sell that sucker away. Don't even think about it. Don't do an ounce of research. Don't do anything. Just sell the sucker. There. Is that the answer everybody wants? Sell it. Make the money that you're going to get for that card and fucking go forward. There you go. Just sell it. And that's all I'm going to do for all these ones now. Just going to give them a straightforward answer. Ooh, here's an interesting one. PSA 9 versus Raw. I got out of Pokemon a few months to save some money. I plan on getting back into it soon. Well, you're going to not save any money at that point. I buy cards mostly to collect and notice Raw and PSA 9 prices are fairly similar on modern cards, so I've been going back and forth and can't decide which to buy in terms of a PSA 9 versus a Raw card. Any opinions or information would be amazing. So, in my personal opinion, just buy the fucking 9 and keep resubmitting it, and eventually you'll get a 10. That's what I've seen PSA is capable of doing lately, but hey, that's just me. Follow your heart. Let's see what the trained people over here in the Reddit comment section think. Train your eyes and then buy either a Raw or the 9 that is undergraded, nothing else. And someone immediately like, this is the way. So as goofy as that sounds, you can actually kind of look at some cards and generally tell whether or not if like something happened that day or anything like that. I will say there's probably some things you can't look at. Maybe the centering on certain things is a little bit too close, a little bit too iffy. But if you get a really good condition looking 9 and it just baffles you what the fuck's going on with it, you can just resubmit that sucker into PSA. There's people that do that stuff all the time. There's whole fucking people and channels dedicated to doing that and just resubmitting cards over and over again until they get 10s. Dama does that all the time, apparently. He talks about it constantly in his lives. You should check him out if you want, but like that's a thing you can do. And then we got this fucking intellectual over here, this actual scholar. We're gonna see what they lay down here. Here's another one right there. A raw card still has potential for a 10, whereas a PSA 9 is the end result. As an investment, I'd take PSA 9 over Raw for almost anything older than 2019 due to the poor quality control. With modern stuff like Sword and Shield here, PSA 9s are abundant and they aren't the best investment unless you fucking buy them and you start resubmitting the PSA. Like I said, there's people just buy the 9s, fucking buy them up and just constantly resubmit them over and over again to PSA. You'll eventually get a 10. That's what happened to Illustrator Pikachu. There's a whole thing about that stuff. Speaking of that, that's a pretty relevant topic right now. I'll give some people some credit for that going on. But yeah, that's what happened with that. It happens all the time with modern cards too, unless it's just absolutely fucked in centering. That's how it's going to go for that. That's my suggestion. Feel free to let me know how you feel about that. But I mean, PSA, they'll probably give you 10 after a while. Hold or sell. I have some Forbidden Light ETBs, man. I remember that shit. I remember when fucking Forbidden Light was the shit. That was the set. Those Malamars you could pull from that. Psychic Generation. Whoo, that was some good stuff right there. Got these both for MSRP. Yeah, fucking sell it. Just sell it. Get rid of it. Just fucking sell it right now for all the money that you're going to get for them. Sell it. Don't think another thought about it. What are you waiting for? Drive down to fucking wherever it is and sell it right now. Go sell it because some person on the internet told you to sell it because that's all you're fucking capable of thinking on these websites for. Sell it. Pulled me back to back. $10, 2 booster pack blisters from Dollar General. The hits these things have been giving me are out of control. I have quite a few more absolute bangers. I figured I'd post these since I pulled them in blisters back to back. I fucking doubt. X to goddamn doubt. So if you look at this stuff right here, Espeon VMAX and Gengar VMAX, these are both the alternate arts. Look, I'm not going to say it's absolutely impossible, but I mean, I could literally do that exact same thing. I could literally, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. See?
Oh my god, you guys, I was opening card packs. I got a few Japanese packs from somewhere else, and like, you won't believe it, I pulled this card right here. I don't know what it says, but it look good. I don't know what it said, but it good. And then you know what, back to back, I pulled this card right before it too. Man, I'm telling you, man, I got both cards back to back from packs. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, ha, ha, ha.
And then people, of course, are going to be like, well, why would someone lie about this? Why would someone? So they can get fucking likes and clicks and attention on the fucking internet. Why does anybody post anything on there? Why would anybody do any of that stuff? Because they want attention. They want people to upvote their stuff. They want that fucking dopamine rush from getting a ton of likes on something. That is why someone would do that. It's super easy to lie about. I'm sorry if that actually happened, but I doubt it. I'm just not saying back to back you pulled that stuff. That is like I don't even know what the chances of that stuff happening are. I'm not going to say you didn't pull one of those cards. I'm sure you probably did. I'm very doubtful. Just film all your openings at that point, I guess. If you actually demand proof and demand people to actually believe for you doing that stuff, just film everything. If you don't, congrats on the cards. That's pretty cool, but like, I fucking doubt it. 23K gold Pokemon. Will they go up in value? Man, people cannot type on here. Will they go up in value? What are they worth now? I think they're worth like $20 fucking something like that. So those suckers, I actually have one second. Oh yeah, it's actually in pretty nice shape too. So these suckers right here, these are those Burger King gold cards from back in the day, by the way. These things are abundant. There are so many of them out there. There is so fucking many. There's people that actually sat on cases of these, because back in the day, how people have like alternate hype, there were people that had gold card hype. These things were predicted to be like massive, like when the Pokemon thing and then everything died down. And these are like 20, 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks here or there. They have not shot up in value at all. They're pretty cool. They came in a bunch of different varieties. You had the Jigglypuff, you had the Togepi, you had the fucking Mewtwo, you had the Poliwhirl. I have the Poliwhirl one somewhere, but they unfortunately are not going to be the big bucks. I know they're gold. They're fucking 23 gold plated, baby. They're fucking certified and everything. But these were just handed out for like $2 or $3 extra at Burger King when you bought a kid's meal. I remember getting them. They're pretty cool. No, these are not the fucking thing to invest in. I'm just gonna tell you right now that you're better off putting your money in anything else, dog. I mean, you could put your money in fucking battle styles at this point. You'll get more money out of that. Oh my fucking god, is why can't people type? Is his worth right now based on playability or the art? Hold or sell? So it fucking seems like people kind of understand the playability thing. So Greninja, while being a very popular Pokemon, this card is also very playable. It's being played in like decks kind of on its own, and then it's being combined with Frostlass right now, one of the Frostlasses that put like 10 damage counters on all Pokemon with abilities other than Frostlass. So it's going pretty well with that kind of stuff. It's a good card, but in terms of like playable favorites and stuff like that too, generally a playable card dips in value after it's rotated. So the best time to sell one of those cards is when it's at its fucking peak of playability, because people are going to want to bling out their decks, and that's when those cards are actually going to win people tournaments. However, too, it is also an alternate art, which means the alt art craze could be a fucking thing. I think the alt art craze is going to die here fucking probably in the next year. The Japanese market perfectly lays that out, and people are like, you can't compare Japanese and English cards. The fuck you cannot. People compared them all the fucking time whenever the Japanese cards were up and up, and people did it, and people made all the excuses in the world. You can 100% compare those suckers. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, blah blah blah. But in terms of your Greninja, if you don't want the card, I would fucking sell it. Like, that's not even me being funny. At its peak of playability, that's probably the most expensive that card's gonna be anytime lately. So that's my suggestion. If you like the card, keep it. You want to grade it, fucking send it off to one of the grading companies. But trying to get some money, now is the time. Ooh, very interesting. Most graded Pokemon. This is going to be for PSA, of course. Hello, everyone. I conducted some research on the most graded Pokemon of all time across every different cards. I don't know how accurate this is going to be. I thought it might be interesting for everybody, and I was wondering what your thoughts are on the topic, aside from the most obvious ones like Charizard and Pikachu being in the top 2 spots. Well, fucking duh. And I can tell you exactly which fucking Charizards it's going to be too. You know, right when Champion's Path came out, there is going to be a ton of those Charizards graded. There's going to be a fuck ton ton of the Rainbow Charizard, the Shiny Charizard, the fucking Paldean Fates Charizard, and then the fucking Evolutions Charizard. There's going to be so many of those that are actually graded. Pikachu, very popular Pokemon, it's always going to have the same thing, but I guarantee you there's just tons of Champions Path Charizards just fucking sitting out there somewhere, just rotting away in some grave. Let's see what else is up here, though. So Mew, that makes kind of sense. We have the very popular fucking Paldean Fates Mew. We got Mewtwo, of course, Blastoise, Venusaur, Umbreon. I wonder why there's so many Umbreons. Gyarados, Rayquaza, Zapdos, Moltres, yeah, you get the idea. It's a bunch of fucking just Gen 1, Gen 2, and then some of the other popular Pokemon from some of the other generations getting fucking pumped up. Wonder why. Popularity drives this actual hobby so much. Nostalgia drives a good little bit too. But in terms of modern cards, it's not always the case. A lot of the time, it's going to be people and how they feel about certain art cards, and playability is actually making a huge comeback when it comes to that stuff too. I'm not surprised though. That pink Charizard though, I know is sitting in a bunch of places somewhere. That is why there's so many graded Charizards going up. It's kind of interesting though. Okay, should I sell? All right, I'm fucking done. I'm done with that. I'm sorry. It's literally fucking 4 in a row now. I can't just look at this stuff. Sell the fucking card if you want to sell the card. Why the hell is there so many people asking fucking bated breath what you should do based off of like a Reddit post? Well, just sell the card if you don't want the card, man. You can look up what it is. Obviously, people know about TCG Player. Just sell the goddamn card. Sell it. That's me. Sell that sucker right now. Don't even look up what it's worth. Just sell it. Just list it for fucking a certain amount of money and sell that bitch. That's all I got. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive in Reddit. I am so sick and tired of seeing all those posts, man. Of just, should I hold it or sell? Should I hold it or should I sell it? Whoa, crazy. That's all I got. Appreciate it, Virgin. See you later. Woo. Should I sell it or should I hold it? Should I sell my firstborn child or should I hold it? What do you guys think, Reddit? I think I should be a good person and a good father, but I need Reddit to tell me what to do.